Hey you guys, it's your boy Diki, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys how it feels to crash out. But yeah, often a lot of us kind of repress a lot of parts of ourselves, and it kind of ends up getting in the way. So today I'm going to be telling you guys about why you need to crash out. When I was a kid, I often felt like my mom would save me. She used to kind of guide me and show me what to do. And so I felt like it was kind of no reason to have my own thought, you know? My mom was the type of person that would be like, hey, like, you gotta be strong, you gotta be tough, you gotta be blah, blah, blah. But then when you would try to be your own person, she'd be like, oh, like, why are you wearing that? That's not appropriate, take that off. Or like, that fit is, you know, it's trash. You gonna embarrass me, I don't want you wearing that. Or what about what people are gonna say? Like, I think that my mom was kind of like trying to give me advice or tips on how to not be like her. Because while she would tell me these things, she would be the main person, or like the thing that's like, you know, kind of like bringing me down, or like kind of in control of everything, right? So I gave up, I guess, you know, and I just felt like things would be okay if I listened to her. But I was wrong, because in the end, she gonna look out for herself, and that's not a bad thing. As people, as humans, that's what we do. We're gonna make sure that we're on top and that we're, you know, doing good in life. But it did suck when things started to not really go my way in life, and the person who I thought I could count on basically just wasn't there, you know. And had I, like, I don't know, I guess just been my own person from the beginning, things would have been different. So now I'm like an adult, and I don't have any guidance, you know. I don't know what the hell to do, and I don't even have the confidence to like go out and do it, you know. And that shit sucked, because had I like crashed out, had I like went crazy, had I just done all this shit that I wanted to do since I was like a kid, it would have been different. I would at least had some type of like idea of the things that I liked and things that I don't like, and my limits and what I could do and what I couldn't do, you know. And anything that I couldn't do, maybe I could build up the strength to do it, you know. But instead, I was just like lost, you know. And I didn't even realize that there was like anything wrong with me or anything that I needed to like work on. It kind of just, it sucked, of course, but like I think that what was like the worst part about it was that I would see people and they would be so confident, and they'll be out here just like doing anything they want and get in their way, you know. My siblings being a good example of that. My little brother, he goes out and he literally gets everything that he wants. You know, he doesn't really, he has a set of rules that he follows, but it's like, it's so beneficial to him that he knows what to do, and he knows what buttons to push, and he knows just the limit to still be successful. It's crazy, you know. Some people are just so freaking confident and they do everything that they want, and I've always wondered, like, how do they do that? Like, you know, why are you so, like, you just all this, and I'm just like not all that, you know. It's because these people knew who they were from a young age. They weren't afraid to break the rules. They weren't afraid to, like, I guess, be reprimanded. They weren't afraid of anything, and they just went ahead and did it. And that's something I wish I would have did a lot sooner, bro. Because had I done that, yeah, I would be better off. I would be. You know, I wouldn't like hate myself so much, and I wouldn't have so many freaking regrets, because there were things that I wanted to do as a kid that I never did. You know, I always felt like things would work out or things would just snap into place one day, but like they didn't. It turns out that like the only way that things are gonna get better is if I do it for myself, and I cannot be worried about how people see me or about how people feel about me or about what people think in regards to my fucking life. This is my life. This is your life. How the fuck you gonna be worried about what somebody else thinks in regards to you? Or how the fuck you gonna do what somebody else tells you to do in regards to your own life? They're not you. They don't live your life. They don't understand. Only you understand because it's your life, you know? And at least if I make my own mistakes and I end up messing up, I have no one else to blame except for myself. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like, oh, you put me in this position, now you need to help me. And then if they don't help me, you know, I'm like, damn, it's all their fault. Like, Like, no, I'll have no one else to blame but myself for my own fucking mistakes. And instead of being so down on myself, I can use it as a learning experience, you know? So this is why I say you guys need to crash out. Crash out. Like, don't listen to your parents. Don't, follow the rules in school. If there's something, if that is in line with what you want to do, don't just do that just to be, crazy and chaotic. If something is in line with what you want to do and it's not, like, appropriate, fuck what people are talking about. Because it's you, Crash out. Crash the fuck out, bro. Dead ass, man. See, it's gonna be the only way that you know what your limits are, what you can do and what you can get away with, and what you can't do and what you can't get away with. Because hey, if you ugly, you can still walk up to a girl and get her. You know what I'm saying? But guys, there are a lot of like ugly dudes who feel like they can't, or there are like a lot of better looking dudes who look better than like another guy who feel like they can't get a girl because they don't look good enough. But it's like, you definitely could get that girl if you just like knew how to go about it. Everything is just, I don't know, everything is just like figuring out the best way that you can go about something. So crash out, bro. Do things that are only in line with yourself and your life. Push the boundaries, push the limits, go crazy. Do it while you're young though, because when you get older, there won't be a lot of time for that. You make a mistake, you get set back fucking 10 years. It's rap for you. You make a mistake, you go to jail. So do it while you're young, bro. Please. And even if you're older, crash out. But figure out the best way that you can live your life. Because at the end of the day, it all comes back to you. This is your life. Okay? I could say more. I could have worded this video better. But it's like, I think I might have ADHD or something. And also somebody out here staring at me. And I'm kind of like staring at them too. And there's people walking around. There's a lot of shit going on. So, but yeah. Anyway, if you guys like what you see, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to join the ride. As always, I love you guys so fucking much. I just want to say thank you guys for all the support lately. It really has meant a lot to me. I said a lot of depressive shit, but you guys just came through and you were so kind and said nothing but kind things to me. So I have no choice but to fucking shine and be crazy and successful now. So, but yeah, anyway, I love you guys so much. Hope you have an amazing, beautiful, and wonderful day. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.